How's it going, guys? This video is going to be about Super Mario Odyssey, specifically about Luigi's Balloon World and how to get your 15 balloons in a row. It's one of the challenges you have to do to hit the max rank in Super Mario Odyssey's Balloon World, and I'm going to show you the best ways to find them in the Sand Kingdom, all the possible locations they could be hidden, and give you some helpful hints along the way. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. If you do, remember to comment and like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Okay, so here we are in Super Mario Odyssey, and the first thing you need to do is go to the globe and sail for the Sand Kingdom, because that is the easiest kingdom to get this challenge done. So once you get to the Sand Kingdom, you need to go over here and speak to Luigi, obviously, and connect to the Balloon World. So that's the only way you're going to do it, because without being in the Balloon World, you can't get the challenge done. It's a pretty obvious fact. Oh, looks like someone searched for a balloon. That's pretty good. So I'm just going to quickly go over the stats here just to see what we're actually going for, and the numbers found in a row at the bottom left there. Have to get 15. My highest record is 26, but all we need is 15 to get this challenge done. So we're going to go on to find it now and see what we got. Okay, so I'm just going to go through here and try to play as many of these as I can to show you all the different possible locations it could be. So the first one, pointing straight ahead, obviously it's down there. Easiest way to get there is just to use little birdie here and just fly there. So not many people know this, but you can actually shake the controller while you're flying with this guy, and he will elevate his pitch. He'll actually fly up and gain more height. So it's really helpful for getting this far, because normally if you don't do that, he'll just continually go down and you'll have to climb up the pillar and it'll take way longer. So that is the biggest helpful hint for this level, is to always try and use that bird whenever possible, because it's the easiest way to get to these balloons. Okay, the next one, this is easy, it's just straight ahead. So, you know, sometimes you'll get these easy ones where, you know, you can just literally fly straight to them and there's no challenge involved whatsoever. I mean, this timer is actually quite low though, surprisingly, so that's interesting, but it's still an easy one to get to. You just fly straight for it and pick it up. Okay, so next one. This is just stupid. I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking, but if you get that, congratulations, but it's normally something you don't see. People aren't normally that stupid. So we'll move on now. Okay, this one is nearly 400 meters away, and this is a common balloon. Sometimes you have to take the wire to the right there, but on this occasion I will just be taking the little flying guy, because it's easy to get to and you've got over 30 seconds to get there. Sometimes you'll see balloons this far out and they only have about 26, 27 seconds to get there. So in that case, you'll need to grab the wire and go all the way to the town and then roll the rest of the way, because it's a bit faster. But this time, we could just take Mr. Flying Man. Okay, so Super Gamer has left us a balloon 310 meters away in the town. Just going to take the wire straight there, and it's important to pick up these coins on the way there by mashing the buttons to fly off, or shaking the controller, and that'll get you some extra time. So, already running out of time. This is a pretty common one. If you get here in about 10 meters away, it's generally down in this great area here. So, you'll find a lot of balloons in there, and 9 times out of 10, when you go to that town, it'll be in there. Okay, 169 meters to the north now, so let's just see. Oh, yep, we can see it there. So another easy one, flying this guy over there. It looks like he's placed this balloon by actually riding the platform out all the way out there, because you can't place it unless you're standing, but it's just way easier to just fly over there and get it. So sometimes people don't realize that they think their balloon's hard to get, but they're missing some other way they can actually get there, and it's just super easy. So it's a shame for them, but good for us, because we're now at 6 in a row. Okay, this is our first one heading over towards a pyramid, and if you look closely, I'm just checking right now, but in the doorway on the left there, on the bottom of the pyramid, you can only just see the corner of the balloon there, the rounded edge. So I can tell it's in there. Now there's a few ways to get there. On this occasion I'm just going to show you one of the easiest ways. You just go halfway up the wire and jump down. I made a mistake there because I dove, and it does actually allow you to have the shaky legs animation, which slows you down, but just grab this thing and it'll flick you up here, and then boom, you've got the hat, got the balloon. So too easy. It's generally best to check if it is in there, and you can tell because if it's pointing on the same level that you're on, it's generally in there. But sometimes it is on top of the pyramid as well, so got to check there. Now this one's straight ahead, and you can see it poking out of the boulders ahead of us, so this is actually a really hard one. You've got to do this crazy platforming maneuver by jumping across these, and then once you're on here, you've also got to get right on the edge of this, throw your hat, and then use the shake mechanic to make it go further to hit the actual explosion thingy, and then there you go, you've got it. That's actually a really hard one. If you do see that when you're flicking through the lists, I would probably stay away from that one. It's a bit too difficult. It could easily ruin your streak. But we got it there to show you how to get it, nevertheless. This is a really easy one. Literally jump straight off the edge behind you and fall right down to the bottom and just go straight underneath the wall here. So, common place to hide it, but if you played through the main game and you found the moon that's in here, you'll know where this is instantly, and 9 times out of 10, if it's pointing straight down and it's about 50 to 60 meters away, it's going to be in there. Okay, so this one's going towards a pyramid again, but as you can see, it's pointing up slightly. So I'm having a look, and you can't see it, so it's obviously on top of the pyramid somewhere, but this is actually a really tricky one, and a lot of people hide it here, or around the pyramid on the same ledges. Basically, you keep going as far as you can go, and you'll go to about 14 to 18 meters, and once you know that, you have to look down, and you can see it there. You've actually got to jump down and do a hat bounce to get to that balloon, and they'll be on all the corners of the pyramid. There's about 4 of those platforms, so it could be on any side, but it's a very common place to hide it, and really not that hard to get, so easy one for you guys. This one's straight ahead, and I can't see it initially, and I'm a little bit suspicious. I think it may be behind one of those poles. So the fastest way to get over there is, of course, by taking our flying friend. So we're going to grab him, fly over, and I'm going to try to grab these coins. And I missed the last one, but if you grab 3 coins, you do actually get a time bonus. And I actually dip down here to make sure I get that. That's my 3rd coin, and that gives me 1 more second. Because I'm not too sure where this is, and I'm running out of time, so I land as high as I can, get a good viewpoint, and there it is, right beneath us. So, first time I've actually seen it down there, and sometimes, even if it's in a really obvious place, if you haven't actually found it there before, it can be difficult to try to find it. So it's good to get as many coins as you can along the way, get as much time as you can, and stay as high as you can, so you get the best view. Got another one that's really far away. This looks like it's actually the same as last time, so we're going to take our flying friend. And yes, it's the same balloon. So if you notice here, I can see the balloon on the horizon. It's clear as day, right in the middle of the dirt there. But if you get closer, you'll notice the guy who hid this balloon obviously thought he was being smart, because he hid it behind pillars. See? They just popped in. And it's really a shame, because the draw distance doesn't do the balloon hiding justice, because he thought he was hiding it well, but you can see it straight from the start. So, it's a shame for him, but easy for us. Okay, 12 in a row, we're so close now. And this is another one at the pyramid, so hopefully it's not the same one, but I'm just having a look to see. Can't see it, so it looks like it may be the exact same type. You can see that arrow just points down slightly as you get to the top of that pyramid, and that's a good sign that it is in that same place. So we're just going to run over here, and yep, about 14 to 18 meters, and I'm running out of time, so I just jump off, but it's in the same place as last time, so another really easy one. Okay, another one straight down, so as I said before, this is no doubt inside that hole, so I just jump down, grab the balloon, and it's a piece of cake. So, you'll find this a lot. If you do play the One Kingdom a couple of times, you'll find the same balloons hidden in the same places, so it's really helpful for people who just want to get that 15 streak. It's really not that hard, and the Sand Kingdom is the easiest kingdom to do it in, which is why I'm doing this video for you guys, so yeah. So, last one now, this is our 15th balloon. It's 90 meters ahead of us, and it's straight up there, but we've got 12 seconds. So this is actually one I would avoid if you were quite new to the platforming, because it's a bit of a challenge to get over there as fast as you need to, but as you can see, we did it. 4 seconds to spare. Another easy one if you're good at platforming and you've done that a few times, but if you haven't, I'd stay away and try to go for more safe ones. So now that we have our 15 streak, I'm just going to go over all of the other locations it could be in the Sand Kingdom, just so you don't come across anything that will surprise you. So this one, you can see it straight up there, so we've already done that, so I'm just going to skip it. This one we haven't done yet. Now it's down in that giant ditch, and it can be a little tricky. Easiest way to get there though is just to take the wire halfway up, jump off, and you can see it there. But the trickiness comes when if you touch the slope at a certain angle, it'll start making you slide, and you can't control yourself once you're sliding. So you need to long jump from the top, and make sure you land on it, and use your hat throw just to stabilize yourself and get a better angle. But it's easy once you know what to do, and as long as you don't do it too far into the ditch and start sliding, you'll get it every time. So you don't need to worry about that one. Okay, so 447 meters away, this is what I was talking about. 26 seconds, and it's so far away, you can see it on the horizon. So taking the bird will not get you there in time because it's just slow. It's too slow. You need to take the wire, you need to collect these coins to make sure you have enough time, and then you need to roll as fast as you possibly can, and you need to shake the controller constantly to get as much speed as you can. But I actually bonked my head there. So even with the bonk, I can still get there in time, but yeah, see this? Whenever you see that golden little flash, that means you're going as fast as you can. So that'll happen every time you shake the controller, and we get it. So yeah, if you take the bird for that balloon, you'll just get halfway there and run out of time. So you need to take the wire if it's that far away. Okay, so this one is in the little doorway there, we've done that, so let's skip that. This one's obviously down on there again, we've done that. This one's a new one, and you can see it there on the right hand side of the pyramid on that ledge. So a little bit tricky to get to, but pretty simple once you've done it a few times. Literally just go to the very top and make sure you don't jump off halfway, because you can't hat bounce. You need to jump off the top, hat bounce, and then dive, and even if you bump your head, you should be fine, as long as you keep it cool, and just get there as fast as you can. But very important to not jump off of that wire halfway, because you can't hat bounce, you'll just fall straight down, and then, yeah, you'll look silly, so take your time with that one. 352 away, oh, that's about the same place, you can get there easily. That one we've done before, that's down the ditch. That is a new one, so let's have a look. Oh, it's just down there, so that's easy, I don't need to show you how to get that, you just jump down. This one, it's in the door again by the looks, so yep, no need to worry about that. Where else have we got? That's a new one, we haven't done that yet, so it looks like it's from the distance, it's probably right underneath the giant archway there. So we're going to do that just to show you where it could be. Take the wire halfway and jump off, and you can get these coins if you like for an extra second. But, oh, there it is, yeah, usually if it's about halfway it's not very well hidden, so easy one to grab. Okay, this one is down in the hole again, not going to show you that. That's an interesting one, I haven't seen that before, and I can't see it. So that must be really close, I'm just suspicious here. So I'm going to jump off, see what there is. Oh, shoot. Okay, so that required a bit of a last minute reaction. I did not expect it to be right on the edge there, but never seen it there before, but as you can see, it's very easy to get if you just jump off and throw your hat. And even if you miss it slightly, don't forget to use your hat shake mechanic to get, it'll hone in on the balloon and get it way easier, so very good. This one's all the way over at the L-shaped building, and it can be tricky to get to because you can see it in the air. And that actually requires you to use the scarecrow to platform all the way up there, but the guy who placed this probably doesn't know this, but you can just take the bird and just keep shaking the controller to stay at the same altitude, and you can just fly right there. Nothing is stopping you. So I feel sorry for this guy, he obviously thought he was hiding in a great place with this little platforming mechanic on the scarecrow, but yeah, you can just fly straight there and make him look like a fool. So we're at 21 in a row now, and I'm going to scour through some more to see if we can find any we haven't seen yet. And this one, oh no, okay, I thought that was a new one, but we've seen it. That's the same one I've just did. That's in the doorway again. That's at the little oasis over there again. This one is a new one, and this is inside the little tower on that purple lake there. So if it's the right one I'm thinking about, this is really tricky and one of the hardest balloons to get, so I would always avoid it if it's pointing this way, but I'm going to show you how to get it regardless. So you just fly the little flying man over here, jump off, and Oh, okay, that's a new place that I haven't seen before, so that's a lot easier than I thought. Normally it's in that doorway and you have to do a really intense platforming jump, and if you miss it you can't have a second chance, you just fail. So hopefully I'll find one of those that I can show you, but it also could be on the little ledge there as well, apparently. I guess after much searching, I have found another one. It's over here behind this pole by the looks. It's pretty obvious, so we're just going to fly our friend over and land on top of the pole just in case, but yeah, it's most likely just behind this pole. So I did do another one in between there, because sometimes your list is only 3 pages long and you have to do one you've already done just to grab the next list. But there we go, that's a fresh one, and really easy to get, so I'd always go there if it's on your list. Okay, so trying to search through another couple of people to see if I have anything new again. We do actually. This Matthew has hidden the balloon on top, and you can see it's pointing straight up a little bit higher than the other ones. And when you get to the top, it is still at your level, so it's not on the lower ledges on the side of the pyramid. And okay, so it's just in front of the little statue here. Just before I grab the balloon, I'll show you where another one could potentially be. And if you get here and it's underneath his face, you can't actually get it without crawling underneath it. You can sit there and jump and throw your hat and do everything. Your hat will just go straight through it. And I'm not sure why, but you have to literally get on your knees and crawl into its underneath its head to actually pick it up. So I thought that was glitched at the first when I first found it, but you can actually get it. So that's 25 in a row. We're nearly about to beat my best record. And I could easily beat the record if I just went for some of these balloons that are obvious and easy and that I've already found before, but I'm still trying to search for ones that I haven't actually seen to show you everything you might possibly see. And we do have this one. See how it says 183? It's a bit closer than the last one. This is most likely going to be inside that doorway, so I'll show you how to get that, and I don't recommend trying this if you're going for that record because it's a very difficult one to get. It took me a few tries the first time I tried. But you jump down, and you've got to land on these statues, and if you're running out of time, you can throw your hat onto the statue to gain a couple of seconds, but it's in there. So you have to wall jump off of this ledge. So if you see what I did there, I had to hat bounce, and then slide down the wall above the balloon, and then just before I hit the ground, throw your hat to actually hit the balloon. So very difficult, and I don't know how they hid that there, because you die every time you touch that purple stuff, so yeah, it's a bit strange. But anyway, that's how you get it, so now you know, in case you come across it. Okay, so I'm going to go for this one. It looks like it's at the same place as that L-shaped building, but it's not anywhere that I can see. So I thought I'd show you this way to get there, because you can, instead of taking the bird, take these wires. And I think it's actually faster to take the wires. So I'd probably recommend that if it's not on top of that Scarecrow challenge. And you can also grab these coins along the way too, get a few more seconds. So if it's behind this building, 9 times out of 10 it'll be in this hole that I'm about to show you. Because if you look down, you can't see it anywhere and you're thinking, where the hell? There's a little alcove here, and it's always in there. People love hiding it in there. I don't know why, but they do, and it's not hard to get, so it's easy for you. Okay, so that's it. We're now officially doing our best run yet. And that's another one in the alcove, which is really difficult. And these are all other ones that I've already seen. So, let's see if we can find something new. Okay, so we do have another new one. It's in the town. It's not in the little grated area that I showed you earlier, because it's pointing in the opposite direction, on the left side. So I'll grab the coins, because it can be anywhere in here sometimes, and it's usually pretty easy, but you've got to be careful and stay as high as you can. Although I was an idiot and jumped off, but there it is right there, and that's why you stay as high as you can, because now it's actually a bit difficult to get up there. It would be much easier to get up there from the top of the building. So if you go there and it's not in the grate, just stay on all the buildings as high as you can, because you never know when you might need to jump back up, and jumping back up is always harder than jumping down. So, good thing to know. Okay, so this is another new one, and you can see it there on the left hand side of the screen. It is actually inside the little cage, and it's part of a moon in the game, but it's so easy to get, although it looks really hard. You just fly down and grab the bullet bill, and you can crash straight into it, and it's a cakewalk. Really cool place to hide it though. I mean, it's quite cool. They've basically created their own moon with a timer. But, yeah, as you can see, not hard to get. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to be able to find any more. I think I've basically covered every single place that a balloon could potentially be. The only other ones, or other places, would be out in the desert somewhere in the middle of the open air. And they're usually really easy to find, and that's... oh my god, another 7 meter away one, which is just ridiculous. But, yeah, let's just scroll through a few more and see what we can find. Okay, well I decided to go for this one over here. And it's the same place, but I wanted to show you a cool way to get there. Instead of taking the wire and slingshotting up, you can actually just fly there with the bird if you feel like it. So, it's quite a cool way to get there and a bit more challenging. But anyway, this is a balloon I've already found. I just thought I'd show you a funny little way to get there. So if it is out in the desert somewhere, the best thing to do is just to fly with the bird in the exact same direction it's pointing, and that way you will constantly be able to get it. It's never going to be hidden if you're out in the desert. There's nowhere to hide it, so super easy. Another one on the oasis there. That's in the town again, and you can see it's pointing sort of in the middle, not... Oh, actually no, it's pointing straight for the grate, so that's the one in the grate, never mind. That's another one. This is one pointing at the town, but it's pointing in the middle, so it's not in the grate, and I'm not sure where it is, so I've also only got 10 seconds timing. This could be challenging, so we're going to take this over and use our wires. Okay, there it is right there. Oh, that was not meant to happen. Okay, so that's the end of the run there. So, as you can see, that isn't intentionally hard to get to, but because I've never seen it in that place, I don't know where it is. So I get there and you're left with like 6 or 7 seconds, and you have to basically explore the town for 7 seconds, and if you don't find it, you fail. So I'm going to go again, because I know where it is. And now that I know where it is, it's so easy to get to. So I didn't even pick up the first set of coins. I can just go straight there and get it straight away. So, as you can see, some of the trick to these balloons and the way of tricking people into failing is just making the timer so short that if they don't know where it is, they won't be able to get it the first attempt, which will always get them coins. So it's a good strategy, and holy crap, apparently someone's been searching for my balloons like crazy in the meantime. But that's good news. Rank 44 now. Hopefully that video made it a bit easier for you to get those 15 in a row in the balloon world, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below if you found any balloons in some weird and wacky places, and as always guys, I'll see you in the next video.